week, we've heard the contention of UFO researchers that there's a secret government within our government. While that may be hard to believe coming from the UFO perspective, we've certainly learned in Watergate and the Iran-Contra scandal that factions within our government can and do pursue their own hidden agendas outside of the law, outside the control of Congress, or the knowledge of the American people.
One of the government's biggest secrets is hiding in plain sight, and it's in Las Vegas. Most of you watching have probably been to Vegas and landed at the airport. Have you ever noticed these airplanes? These are Janet airplanes. All day long, especially morning and night, you'll see these planes taking off and landing at the airport. You can't miss them. They're big, white, and they have a red strip on the side of the plane. That's it. Now you may ask, who's taking Janet Airlines and who's traveling in Janet and where are they going? Well, Janet Airline carries employees, contractors, and government officials, and the most place that they travel, I mean a few times a day, Area-51. The only way to fly Janet Airline, government official with government clearance. Don't just show up to the terminal.
How you doing?
Come here.
Okay.
Step up here for me.
Stop right there.
Who could you point me to at the base who could give me some information?
Okay, what I want to tell you right now, you're trespassing on private property.
Is it government property or is it just private?
No comment. You're trespassing.
Who are you trying to kid, bud? I just trying to me and quit.
Now, day-to-day activity looks normal. Overnight, there are only a few cars in the parking lot, and during the day it's filled. People show up in normal clothes and go to work. And in the evening, they come back. Janet isn't even the airline's real name. It doesn't even have one. Most people say it stands for Joint Air Network for Employee Transportation, Janet, or just another non-existent terminal. Where do these people go? The government won't tell us. The government won't even acknowledge that Janet exists. So let's do some digging. Well, Janet Airlines has flight numbers, and using some flight tracking data, we can track Janet Airlines and see where they go. But something odd happens when you track Janet Airlines. It disappears. When Janet Airlines takes off from Vegas airport, around 30 minutes later, it switches off its GPS location and disappears. And you know where it goes? Area-51. Well, we know unless it's an emergency, airlines are required to keep their GPS locations on, unless it's an emergency. But when Janet Airlines enters Area-51, it turns off its GPS location each and every time. Each and every time. If you try to fly anything in the area or even try to go to the base, good luck. First of all, you're probably arrested for trespassing. And second, let's just say you're trying to fly an aircraft, it'll probably be shot down. Just don't do it. I mean, the best outcome that's possible, the people at Area-51 would probably let you go off with a warning. But that's kind of unlikely. Janet also flies to Air Force Plant 42, Totopah Military Range, China Lake Test Facility. They're one of the most restricted places on Earth, but somehow Janet planes still make it there each and every day. Area-51 also goes by many names. The Watertown Strip, Dream Lake, Dreamland, Paradise Ranch, Homey Airport, the area, the remote location, out of town, and also nowhere.
Nowhere? It's a place. We've been there. It sucks.
Area-51 has been home to the most advanced aviation systems in the world. This is where the U-2 spy plane was developed. This is where the F-117 stealth Airhawk was also developed. And now who knows what's going on there and what they're working on. We know about 1,000 people fly Janet Airlines every day. Could they be working on the Lockheed S-72, a spy plane capable of Mach 6 or 4,200 miles per hour, or could they be working on the B-21 Raider, a new generation of bombers that can deploy a nuclear weapon anywhere in the world?
He says he was hired to work at an area called S4, which is a few miles south of Groom Lake. At S4, he says, are flying saucers, antimatter reactors, and other working examples of technology that is seemingly beyond human capabilities.
Right, this came from somewhere else. I mean, as bizarre as that is to believe, but I mean, it's there, I saw it. I know what the current state of the art is and in physics, and it can't be done.
Each and every year, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to find out what's really going on in Area-51. And finally, in 2013, the government finally acknowledged that Area 51 finally exists. Navy pilots and Air Force officials report seeing saucer-like and unidentified flying objects in the sky.
Every day for at least a couple of years.
Wait a minute, every day for a couple of years?
Mm-hmm.
Major news organizations are starting to cover it even. UFOs aren't out of the normal anymore. People are slowly starting to believe in UFOs each and every day, and proof is starting to come forward each and every day of their acknowledgement. Regular people want to know what's going on and what the government's hiding from them, and what's really out, and how information travels these days. It's only a matter of time before the government releases all the information that they have on UFOs and what they're hiding from the people. Just like always, don't forget to like the video, comment below, and smash that sub button.